Let me start with an admission that you will rarely get from me, despite the fact that you probably should hear it from me more often than other things. I was wrong. I'm very against admitting that, and I always have been for a calamity of reasons, but in this specific regard, I was very wrong. I have always, not always, but for long enough for it to be ingrained, been a very nihilistic person. Nihilistic, I don't know, and pessimistic person. I've rejected abject beauty, and I've always been like, don't care. But I've had someone who always said the moon, the sun, and all that was beautiful, was marvelous, and I would always not ignore them because I could understand why they would say that, but I would be sat there like, no, it's just a rock or it's just a ball of hydrogen gas, I would shove it aside, and I would say that it wasn't beautiful without, I don't think, ever having watched a sunset or ever having watched a sunrise or having, stared intently at the moon. I do have a fascination for stars, but that's about as far as it goes. But I was wrong. A few days ago, kind of got hit with a realization that a lot of what I was doing was wrong, and that I needed a restart. And such is what is going on right now. Restart, hence my sort of poor consistency in uploading. But one thing I've been doing is every night in the evening and just like before I go to bed is watching the sunset, which has literally just finished. I've just been watching it out there, and then in a little while when the moon comes out, I will watch that. And you were right. It is beautiful, and you have to look. I would give it one glance in the evening and go, it's just yellow. That's all it is. It's bright yellow. You can't even stare at it. It hurts your eyes. But it's not. It's 1,000 different shades of yellow, red, pink, whatever. Orange, and all these burning, fumigating colours that really are like 7-degree refractions of light, but are insanely beautiful. And the moon, yes, it is a giant rock, perhaps even cheese, but the fact that from so far away you can see, if you look close enough, the craters and the indents, it's mad. And to know that someone's been on that, humans have stepped foot, the way I stand on the ground here, they have stood on the ground there. Well, not really, because of the difference in gravity, but you get what I mean. It is something to marvel at. It is beautiful, and my pessimism was nothing. They're not just these scientific phenomena that are there, that they really are there. The sunset is like that famous final scene of the day. It's the last, magnum opus of the fourth act. But then you have the moon, which is like sneaking out of that film and then waiting and hoping no one notices you, and in the lobbies of the cinema before sneaking into another film to watch another sunset the next day. And that's really what life is, because there's nothing as permissible and as expected in these things. We have no way of knowing that the next sunset we will see, the next sunrise we will see, but we hope, and we sort of take one thing for another. And so I watch this, and I hope that after I watch this, I'll watch that, and then once I watch that, I will sleep, and then tomorrow I can watch it again. And I've come to less of a resolve and more of a hope that at least if there is the most terrible day of all sorts, this is a constant. This stays the same. The sun always rises. The sun is going to set in its magnificent, array of colours, just like that. Every night, the moon will be above me as it is above everyone. It's honestly something I wish I'd appreciated and really thought about. I've realised that when I think, I don't actually think, and I've never really thought much in my entire life. I've just sort of accepted and deluded myself. But now I'm really thinking and realising and trying to see better, see clear, and see with hope.